Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sarabjit Kaur. The headlines. Pradhan Mantri MUDRA Yojana completes 10 years today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with beneficiaries in a short while. President Droupadi Murmu honoured with key to the city of Lisbon during her 2-day visit to Portugal. Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum to visit India today. World leaders rally against President Trump's tariff war amid turmoil in global stock market. US Supreme Court rejects Mumbai terror attack accused Tahawwur Rana's plea against extradition to India. And in IPL Cricket, Royal Challengers Bengaluru beat Mumbai Indians by 12 runs. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with Mudra Yojana beneficiaries in New Delhi today. The event is scheduled to be telecast at 9 this morning. Over 52 crore loans worth more than 32 lakh crore rupees have been sanctioned under Pradhan Mantri MUDRA Yojana till date. The scheme was launched in 2015 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi to provide collateral-free loans of up to 10 lakh rupees to non-corporate, non-farm, small and micro enterprises, aiming to facilitate financial inclusion and empower entrepreneurs. A report.
Mudra Yojana, launched in 2015, is completing 10 years today. 3 categories of loans are being provided under the scheme. This include Shishu of loan up to 50,000 rupees, Kishore up to 5 lakh rupees and Tarun up to 10 lakh rupees. Nearly 70% of Mudra loans have been availed by women entrepreneurs, enhancing their financial independence and contributing to gender equality. The scheme has fostered a sense of self-reliance among marginalized groups by enabling them to sustain their livelihoods through entrepreneurship. SC, ST and OBC entrepreneurs have received over 50% of all Mudra loans. Over the years, Mudra Yojana has reshaped India's entrepreneurial landscape, drawing global recognition as a model of financial inclusion. Saklan Akhtar for Akashvani News, Delhi.
President Droupadi Murmu was presented with the prestigious Key of Honour of Lisbon City in Portugal. The symbolic gesture presented by Lisbon Mayor Carlos Moedas at the historic Câmara Municipal de Lisboa officially recognised her as an honorary citizen of the city. While addressing the ceremony, President Murmu said that Portugal has been a vital partner for India in strengthening its ties with both the European Union and Lusophone nations.
पुर्तगाल यूरोपियन यूनियन और लूसोफोन देशों के साथ हमारे संबंधों को बढ़ावा देने में भारत का एक महत्वपूर्ण पार्टनर रहा है.
She highlighted that Indians represent the 4th largest community in Portugal, serving as a bridge between the two cultures and contributing significantly to the country's economy.
भारत में हमारे साझा अतीत के चिन्ह कई जगह मौजूद है, चाहे वो वास्तुकला और संगीत का विरासत हो, स्वादिष्ट और लोकप्रिय व्यंजन हो, पुर्तगाली और भारतीय भाषाओं में लिए गए शब्दों में से या पुर्तगाली सड़कों के नामों हो, या सब हमारे दीर्घकालीन सांस्कृतिक संबंधों की एक झलक दिखलाते हैं. पुर्तगाल में भी भारतीय कला, संस्कृति, भोजन, योगा और आयुर्वेद की व्यापक लोकप्रियता में से इस मौजूद की सांस्कृतिक संबंधों का पता चलता है.
On the second and concluding day of her visit to Portugal today, President Murmu will meet Portuguese Prime Minister Luís Montenegro. And now we go live to our correspondent Pooja Vardhan for more update. Pooja, what are President Droupadi Murmu's key engagements on the final day of her visit to Portugal?
Thank you, Sarabjit. The President of India, Droupadi Murmu, on second and concluding day of her visit to Portugal will meet Prime Minister of Portugal, Luís Montenegro. President will also visit Assembly of the Portuguese Republic, Champalimaud Foundation and Radha Krishna Temple. President also visit a statue of Mahatma Gandhi at Alameda and pay floral tributes at the statue of Mahatma Gandhi. The President will also meet members of the Indian community in Portugal, and she is likely to meet some Indian researchers from various universities and academic institutions. Sarabjit.
Thank you, Pooja, for that update. Union Home Minister Amit Shah reached Srinagar last evening. Soon after landing in Kashmir, Shah, accompanied by Chief Minister Abdullah, visited the residence of Deputy Superintendent of Police Humayun Mujammil, who was one among the 4 officers who lost their lives in the line of duty during an encounter with terrorists in South Kashmir's Kokarnag on 13 September 2023. More details from our correspondent.
Amit Shah is scheduled to chair a high-level meeting on developmental works and inaugurate and lay foundation of various developmental projects in Srinagar today. He will also chair comprehensive review meeting regarding overall security scenario and upcoming Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra starting on 3rd July this year. The meeting would be attended by Union Home Secretary Govind Mohan, senior Home Ministry officials, senior-most officers of J&K Police, Army, Central Armored Police Force, Central and J&K intelligence agencies. The visit of the Union Home Minister to J&K reflects the Narendra Modi-led government's continued emphasis on strengthening national security, enhancing the welfare of security forces and pursuing peace and development in Jammu and Kashmir. Tariq Rathar, Akashvani News, Srinagar.
Union Minister for Commerce and Industry, Piyush Goyal, said that India looks forward to working with countries that follow fair trade practices and offer equal opportunities to do business. Speaking at the India Global Forum last evening, Minister Goyal pointed out that Indian companies are competent and can perform well if fair trade practices are followed. He highlighted that the foundation of rapid growth in China was fueled by unfair trade practices. The 84th National Convention of the All India Congress Committee, AICC, will begin in Ahmedabad in Gujarat today. On the first day, the meeting of the Central Working Committee, the highest decision-making body of the Congress, will be held today at the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Memorial in Ahmedabad, while the AICC session itself will be held at Sabarmati Riverfront tomorrow. We have a detailed report from our correspondent.
This will be the Congress Party's second AICC session in Gujarat post-independence, which is being held on the 100th anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi's party presidency and 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. During the course of 2 days, the party leaders will brainstorm on several key issues of national polity and will also decide on a roadmap for the revival of the party. The slew of announcements regarding its organizational restructuring are also likely to be made in this session. Later in the evening today, the party leaders and delegates will gather for a prayer meeting at Sabarmati Ashram, the symbolic center of Mahatma Gandhi's freedom movement. A cultural program will also be held in the evening at Riverfront Event Center on the banks of Sabarmati River. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. Welcome back to the morning news. Crown Prince of Dubai, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Defence of UAE, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, will arrive in New Delhi today on a 2-day visit to India. This would be his first official visit to India as the Crown Prince of Dubai. He will be accompanied by several ministers, senior government officials, and a high-level business delegation. External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will host a working lunch for the Crown Prince this afternoon. The visiting dignitary will also hold meetings with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Shankar and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. Our correspondent brings us this report.
The traditionally strong bilateral relations enjoyed by India, UAE, gained a new momentum when Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited UAE in 2015. This marked the beginning of a new comprehensive and strategic partnership between the two countries. Dubai has played an important role in India's commercial, cultural, and people-to-people exchange with the UAE. Majority of India's around 4.3 million diaspora in UAE reside and work in Dubai. The visit of the Crown Prince will further solidify the India-UAE comprehensive strategic partnership and strengthen multifaceted ties with Dubai. Suparna Saikia, Akashvani News, Delhi.
European stocks sank for the fourth consecutive session yesterday as a global equity market rout continued, triggered by the recent announcement of US President Donald Trump's tariff regime. Meanwhile, India's benchmark domestic indices, the Sensex and Nifty, plummeted by around 3% amidst escalating trade tensions. Amid this turmoil in the global stock market, world leaders have rallied against Trump's tariff measures. We have a report.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer remarked that the newly imposed US tariff on UK goods pose a serious threat to both the global economy and Britain's industrial base. Speaking at the Jaguar Land Rover's manufacturing plant in the West Midlands, Starmer emphasised that the 25% tariff on automotive exports and 10% tariffs on other goods represent a significant challenge for the country's future. Russian spokesperson Dmitry Peskov criticised the United States for its sweeping tariff hikes, accusing it of undermining global economic stability. During a daily briefing yesterday, Peskov said that Russia is closely monitoring the current situation, which remains highly volatile and emotionally charged. Meanwhile, the chief advisor of the interim government of Bangladesh, Professor Mohammed, has sent a letter to US President Donald Trump requesting him to postpone the application of a 37% US reciprocal tariff on Bangladeshi products for 3 months. With Bimal Mohapatro's report, Vishnu PS, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Meanwhile, US President Donald Trump has announced that he will implement an additional 50% tariff on Chinese goods imported into the US unless China withdraws its countermeasure. In a post on his social media platform, Truth Social, Trump said that the extra tariff would be imposed on Chinese goods unless China removed its 34% counter tariff on American products by today. The US Supreme Court has rejected 2008 Mumbai terror attack accused Tahawwur Rana's application seeking a stay on his extradition to India. Rana, 64, a Canadian national of Pakistani origin, is currently lodged in the Metropolitan Detention Center in Los Angeles. He had submitted an emergency application on February 27 this year with the US Supreme Court. Last month, Rana filed the plea after President Donald Trump approved his extradition following his meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in February this year. Rana is set to be extradited on the basis of the India-US extradition treaty signed by the two countries in 1997. In the IPL T20 cricket, Royal Challengers Bengaluru (RCB) defeated Mumbai Indians by 12 runs at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai last night. Chasing a target of 222, Mumbai managed to score 209 for 9 in their allotted 20 overs. For RCB, Krunal Pandya was the standout bowler, taking 4 wickets, including 3 in the final over of the match. Earlier, after being put into bat first, RCB posted a total of 221 for 5 in their 20 overs. Rajat Patidar played a captain's knock, contributing 64 runs from just 32 deliveries. Patidar was named player of the match for his impactful performance. In today's fixtures, Sunrisers Hyderabad will face Delhi Capitals in Visakhapatnam this afternoon, while Rajasthan Royals will take on Chennai Super Kings in Guwahati this evening. The India Meteorological Department, IMD, has issued a red alert for the heat wave over Rajasthan, Saurashtra and Kutch today. The weather agency predicted heat wave conditions over Haryana, Chandigarh, West Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, West Uttar Pradesh, Vidarbha and East Madhya Pradesh during the next 2 to 3 days. And now for a look at today's newspapers. It's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Sarabjit. Almost all newspapers today open with the Monday meltdown in global stock markets. In the face of mounting fears of a trade war and a potential recession in the US, the Business Standard headline reads, "Tariff spook markets." The Hindustan Times says, "Tariff war leads to bloodbath on trading floors." The other story that hogs the limelight today is that of the soaring temperatures. North to face heat wave till April 10, yellow alert for Punjab, Delhi, warns the Tribune. In the wake of visit of Dubai Crown Prince, many newspapers carry friendly pictures of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the visiting dignitary. The Times of India mentioned Indian cinema, chai and cricket charm the UAE. Quoting the Kremlin, the Asian Age headline reads, "Putin backs truce in Ukraine, but many questions remain." And finally, flaunting a beautiful picture of the Valley of Flowers, the Hindu calls the Indira Gandhi Memorial Tulip Garden in Srinagar a blooming joy. And with that, it's back to you, Sarabjit.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Pradhan Mantri MUDRA Yojana completes 10 years today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with beneficiaries in a short while. President Droupadi Murmu honoured with key to the city of Lisbon during her 2-day visit to Portugal. Crown Prince of Dubai, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum to visit India today. World leaders rally against President Trump's tariff war amid turmoil in global stock market. And in IPL Cricket, Royal Challengers Bengaluru beat Mumbai Indians by 12 runs. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.